Before the video starts, please give it a big like for me and my heartless GLI that's been sitting in the garage for the past couple of months. Me and this car over here are pretty sad, and a like will really help. Thanks. Alright, so it's been a while since the actual motor has been in a video. I remember a while ago actually, I made a video of me dropping off the valve cover to get powder coated. And after that, I don't think you have seen anything. I'll tell you right now, it came out amazing. I'm about to show you guys, but the only way you would have seen it is if you have my Snapchat or my Instagram, which I'll actually leave right here. If you guys want to follow that, I give updates on that before any of the videos come out. So it's a plus, but yeah, I got something that's got to go on the motor. It's actually huge. I'm very excited about this, and yeah, let's get started. So let's start off by taking a closer look at this beautiful work I got done on this valve cover. It came out amazing. I couldn't really ask for more. The valve cover itself isn't even on the motor yet. I didn't bolt it up, so this could come off with a little bit of work. Finally. Alright, so clearly, as you can see, I got it powder coated white, but the guy did a phenomenal job. Taped off everything around where the oil cap's gonna go. He totally cleaned out the bottom. It honestly looks like a brand new valve cover to me, and the gloss white is just like perfect, like exactly what I wanted. Couldn't have came out any better, and with the other parts I actually got going on this motor, it's gonna look great. So yeah, this isn't gonna go on, but this isn't gonna go on with, like, I'm not gonna bolt it up, I'm not gonna put anything on, because I am still kind of looking for cams. I don't know if I'm gonna do them or not, but if I find them, that'd be a plus. So I'm not really gonna put it on yet. Oh, and also I gotta paint the VVT, because that's going to be showing it's not covered, and I want it to look good, so I'm going to paint that black eventually. So for right now, I'm just going to slap the valve cover on, just let it sit there. I mean, it's been like that for the past few weeks, and yeah. And I got, a while ago, I bought my red coil pack, so I'll slip these in and see what it's going to look like. There you go. Looks absolutely amazing. The white with the red coil packs, it just pops. I gotta get a new oil cap. I'm probably gonna get a Porsche one with some chrome on it. But yeah, that looks absolutely amazing, and now I can't wait to put on the next part because it's just gonna look even better. But yeah, let's get into that because I'm very excited. So let's do this. About 2 weeks ago, I bought an intake manifold for the motor. I went all out, and I pretty much bought the best one that they offer, the most expensive one, which kind of sucked, but yeah, I bought the integrated engineering intake manifold for the 1.8T in black, which was extra money, but I had to get the black to go with the white and the red. It's gonna look amazing. So today we're gonna slap this on. It's gonna look great. And I got the 034 Motorsports spacer, I guess, to reduce the heat that goes into this or out of this. And yeah, so we're gonna get this on, bolt everything up, make it permanent, not coming off, and yeah, let's get into that. Before I go ahead and actually bolt this up, let's slip it on and get a test fit and a test look to see how this is gonna look. I'm gonna have it sit this way, throttle body on this side, just because that's the way the intercooler piping works and the whole intercooler kit with the Eurojet. So yeah, that's how that's gonna be looking. The fuel rail, it's gonna look phenomenal, and this should perform just as good as it looks. There you go. So with the 034 Motorsports spacer, which, let me pull this off real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Got this spacer to reduce heat and supposedly give me more power, but since the spacer is actually quite thick, what came with the kit is longer bolts so I could actually get enough threads for the intake manifold to actually stay on the motor, which is great because we don't need that thing falling off. That would be pretty terrible. So there we go. And then you got the spacer. And then you got another gasket for in between the spacer and the actual intake manifold. So, yeah, good. Let's put her on.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you. I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time.
Alright, so I got the intake manifold bolted up to the head. But what's kind of unique with this intake manifold is it flips, like it splits in half, so you can flip it so the throttle body's on this side or this side. It's just all for your liking or your preference or however you're running your intercooler, I guess. I haven't bolted that up yet, but I'm going to show you guys how that works. You got 2 bolts behind here, and then you're going to have all these here, which I have behind me, haven't put in yet. So before I bolt this up, I'll just show you guys what it looks like and how it works. And that slides right off. That's what it looks like on the inside over here. That's the other half. So basically, if I wanted to, well, like I am, I'm going to be running it this way. But in the future, or if anybody else had this, they could run it just like this. There you go. All the bolts still line up, everything lines up. So basically, run it any way you want. That's what's cool with this intake manifold. The kit had also come with like a mini vacuum, I guess relocator, I guess you could call it, for all the vacuum lines, for boost controller, boost gauge, brake booster, all that stuff, to make it all neat and in one clean location. So I'm going to start assembling these parts to put onto the intake manifold. Now that you just watched me struggle to put this little manifold together, it's now time to put it onto the actual intake manifold, and then after that you can put the sensor from the old intake manifold onto the new one, and that should be pretty much it, complete, besides, like I said, the fuel rail and the throttle body. So let's do this.
Would have been like if I was not adopted to grow up in a home where I was treated like a problem. I don't know, it's just a guess. Your guess probably good as mine. Lucky that I grew up in a home that wanted me to.
Alright, so now that the intake manifold is on the motor, we are now one step closer to completion. Yes, we are still very far away from that, but it feels nice to say that. But yeah, that's we're getting there. I can say next week I got the wastegate coming and the turbo, which is going to be an awesome video. I am very stoked on that. Can't wait to put that stuff on, and then we can put the downpipe on. I could get a dump tube made. Yeah, and then after that, I think I need the clutch. I need to run all the oil and coolant lines for the turbo, and yeah, then we can put her in. And then once the motor's in, I'm gonna do all the fueling because I can be done with the car in. I can do all the intercooler, obviously that's got to be in. I can do the throttle body, all that stuff be put on when the motor's in the car. I can clean up the garage a little bit, and yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up. If you like the way the build is coming along with the GLI, leave a thumbs up as well. That's pretty sweet. I'd really appreciate that. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to do that because we got big turbo parts coming next. Peace.